Buyer's Guide, step 6. Now that we've negotiated and agreed on a deal, a conditional deal with the seller, we need to place a deposit. So the way this works is we've already built that into our offer. We've negotiated how much the deposit is going to be, and you're going to pay that deposit to the listing brokerage. So you have a brokerage, that's who I work with. The seller has a brokerage, that's who their agent works with. And the seller's brokerage is going to hold your deposit in trust until this deal either falls apart or closes. Probably we've made a conditional offer. I'm going to talk about that in the next couple of steps. But as long as you have a conditional offer, those are buyer's conditions. That means you have an off-ramp to get out of that deal. You can kill that deal. The seller cannot kill that deal. Only you can. So you can kill that deal by sending a non-waiver on either of your conditions, or by not paying the deposit when you said you would, or by not sending a waiver by the time that you said you would. All of those things can kill a deal on your part. There isn't anything that the seller can do to kill the deal. That's why it's under contract. Sometimes we say it's tied up because they can't sell this place to anyone else. They can take backup offers, but they can't do anything until you've had a chance to get through your conditions and buy this house. So it's tied up. It's under contract to you. So that deposit is going to sit. You're going to go to your bank and get a bank draft. I'll meet you there, and I'm going to drop the bank draft off with the listing brokerage. Some brokerages are all cloud-based or online-based, and they have different ways of accepting the money. I'll walk you through that. Whatever it is, we'll figure it out. This is typically done within 2 or 3 business days of offer acceptance. So if you did the offer over the weekend, you're doing this on Monday or Tuesday. So that deposit is going to sit in a trust account with that listing brokerage. They can't touch it. They can't touch it without instructions from you or from your lawyer. If the deal falls through, they will refund that money back to you. Probably what they're going to do is they're going to write you a company check. Or if you prefer, many of them will deposit straight into your account if you give them the account information. There's different ways to do that. I'll make sure you get that money back. And you will get it back if the deal falls through. We don't want the deal to fall through. If the deal closes, that money will be paid towards your down payment and your closing costs. So you're going to meet with your lawyer. That's a later step. I'll come to that. And that money will be assigned towards whatever you're paying down on your mortgage. Or if you don't have a mortgage, if you're paying cash, it will go towards the house and towards your lawyer's fees. We'll come back to that. So you can't buy a house without a deposit. And the deposit has to be a pretty decent amount. $300,000 to $500,000 house. Where I work, it's at least a $10,000 deposit. And up from there, $1 million plus, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 deposit. That's all negotiable too. We've already negotiated how much the deposit is going to be. It was part of our offer, but that's another negotiation strategy we can use. We can use a bigger deposit to give our offer more weight. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. You do have to pay the deposit. If the deal doesn't go through, you get it back. If the deal does go through, it goes towards the house.